Good Monday afternoon. This is Robin with the National Weather Service in Spokane. Let's talk about the weather for this upcoming week of March 28th. First off, it's Flood Safety Awareness Week. All week long we'll be posting safety and preparedness information about flooding and its impacts across the inland Northwest. There is no current threat of river flooding for our area this week and no big changes to the current river levels at this time. It looked like Mother Nature gave many a surprise of snow this morning in the mountains and some lower elevations. The snow in the lower elevations should not last long as temperatures will top off in the 40s to low 50s today. The Panhandle Mountains, like Lookout Pass, and the Blue Mountains could see another 1 to 2 inches of light snow before tapering off this evening. The snow impacts will be minor as road surfaces warm enough to allow the snow to melt and roadways should remain wet. The showers will exit the region from north to south and drier air will move into the region overnight. Northerly winds will increase late tonight and into Tuesday as high pressure builds in from the north. This will impact the Okanagan Valley, Purcell Trench in North Idaho, the Columbia Basin, the West Plains of Spokane, the Waterville Plateau, and the Palouse, along with the exposed mountains. Gusts will reach 30 to 40 miles an hour as they peak by Tuesday afternoon. These winds will lead to strong crosswinds and possible difficult driving conditions on Highway 2 and Interstate 90. Some minor tree branch damage is also possible. The northerly winds will taper off Tuesday night. Here is an outlook for the week across the inland Northwest, specifically for Spokane and Wenatchee. Looks like March will go out like a lamb. After the showers end and winds taper off, expect dry and mild conditions as high pressure builds over the region for Wednesday all the way through Saturday. The warmest days of the week look to be Friday and Saturday. A weak weather system is expected to break down the ridge of high pressure by this weekend. Confidence on the timing is low, but looks to be late Saturday into Sunday. Precipitation amounts are expected to be light. There is a potential for an additional weather system to arrive in the Monday-Tuesday time frame. Snow levels will be high, so any light precipitation that does fall will be as rain and high mountain snow. The current snow water equivalent across the Pacific Northwest looks great. After the moist and cool weather of last week, the mountain snow tells are near 100%, if not well over, especially in the Okanagan Highlands. There still is a risk of rock and mudslides for the foreseeable future. The ground is still saturated and steep slopes will remain unstable. The good news is that the weather pattern will remain dry and mild with little in the way of freezing or thawing in the lower elevations. And here's an overview of the impacts for the upcoming week. First, light snow accumulations are expected through this evening with a local 1 to 2 inches above 3,000 feet, mainly over the Idaho Panhandle and Blue Mountains. Then by Tuesday, expect breezy northerly winds with speeds of 30 to 40 miles an hour, especially in the Okanagan Valley, Columbia Basin, Waterville Plateau, Purcell Trench, and the Palouse. And lastly, despite the mild and dry weather for the rest of the week, rock and mudslides will still be a concern in the steep slopes and the mountains. Here is the 8 to 14 day outlook for the period. Expect drier and mild weather for early April. This is for April 5th through the 11th. The Climate Prediction Center is calling for above average temperatures and below average chances for precipitation for Washington and North Idaho. Thank you for listening. You can stay informed with the latest weather information by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and watching our weekly weather briefing on YouTube. Otherwise, have a great week.